All right, let's see. We're here with Easy Homes University, and my name is Gary Morris. I'm here with, we all know who he is, Dan Payton. Dan, how you doing today?
Good, doing great. Thank you. On the road, heading to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area.
Good. Yeah. So we were just talking before we started today's show on the drive out there. It's about a 5-hour drive, and so there are situations obviously where you're going to make the drive. If you're into mobile home investing, there's plenty of opportunities for you to hit the road and take a look at the units that you're about to buy. There's also opportunities for you guys to be doing this long distance, and so I'm excited because this is our first episode of the month, and every time we have a first episode of the month, we want to look at a couple units, a couple mobile homes that had really great stories behind them and some good margins, obviously. And so those are the wins that we want to show you all in terms of what's going on out in the market. There's, it just continues. Our leads continue to go in the right direction, as more people seem to be coming out of hibernation and forced quarantined. So there's going to be different things that attribute, the lead count, could be those mortgage rates being so attractive. It could be people moving in with somebody else. It could be a host of different things. So we don't know. I mean, we know because those questions are being asked, but it's nice to see the upward trajectory going on. So yeah, today what we want to do is we'll take a look at these June deals. So as you're driving, I'm going to read to you what we'll do. These two homes right here that we have, the last two sold, and maybe you can give us a backstory of what those were.
Love to.
Okay, so the first one is it's 860 West 132nd Avenue, lot 323. This is in Westminster, Colorado, and the asking price was $30,000.
Yeah. Can you show that home, or does it matter if we need to?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I actually thought I was. Good point. Yep. So let's see what we got here.
There we go.
There it
Beautiful.
is.
All right. So yeah, this one's a great backstory on this. The genesis of this lead. I mean, obviously it's way out in Colorado, in the Denver area, and it's not an area that we do a lot of business in. But this lead did come through your efforts, Gary, with the SEO.
Oh, good.
That was the genesis of this lead. They came into our SEO funnel and filled out our online form. That's how we got to know them. They were asking, now get this, they were asking $50,000 for this home.
Wow.
All right. It's a 2000, I think the year is on there probably somewhere. You might help me out with that. If not,
okay.
I think it was like a 2010 or 2012 single wide mobile home, 3-bed, 2-bath. And it was owned by a young couple. The reason they were selling was because they were upgrading to a stick-built home, a new home. And housing I don't know, for those who don't know, the housing in the Denver area is extremely expensive. It's like San Francisco, LA, some of these places like that around the country. And so, but one of the things that was interesting about this is they were not the ones who had bought the home. They had inherited this from a family member. So they didn't have really any money invested into it. They were mostly concerned about getting out of that home and getting into their next home. The lot rent in this park is $1,000 a month. If you can believe that.
Whoa.
$1,000 a month.
Ouch.
So, but anyway, my brother Mike, who lives way over in Baltimore, is the one who took this lead and basically did the triage on it, found out what their situation was, and he ended up buying this home for $9,000. Now, we looked at other similar homes in that area to see kind of what the asking prices were in homes in that area of this caliber. They were in that $40,000, $50,000, all the way up to $70,000 range.
Wow.
Now that's not what we were thinking we could make on it, but he bought that home about 3 weeks ago, and he flew out there about a week ago and paid for the home, got the title, and then just yesterday he flew out there met with a buyer at the airport and sold it for $22,000.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah. So after his expenses and things like that,
yeah.
he's got about $11,000 margin,
Yeah.
and that's for about 3 weeks worth of work.
Yeah.
Most of which he did from his couch in Baltimore, Maryland.
Wow.
So that's a really, really nice outcome. It was in a park, as I mentioned, high lot rent. We didn't want to hold it too long because that lot rent could really eat away at your profit. But he put it on Facebook, got hundreds of views, had hundreds of offers. But most of the people wanted to make payments. We wanted to just cash out on it, move on, and so in fact, the buyer met him yesterday at the auxiliary parking at the airport and brought him $22,000 in cash, $100 bills.
Oh boy! Now that's quite the sight.
Yeah. So we don't usually do it like that, but they were. I think they might have been undocumented, and they just didn't have a bank account.
Yeah.
And that was the only way they could do it. So it all cashes the same way. So
right. Well, going back, anybody that's on our YouTube channel right now, if you've gone to Easy Homes University and you click on right in front, there's the watch our webinars that are playing on a regular basis. If you go there, you'll see a picture on one of the slides of a bunch of checks that have been cashed.
Right.
It would be nice to have a pyramid of $20,000 worth of $100 bills.
Well, you know what? I'm going to have Mike. He took pictures, so I'm going to have him.
Yeah.
I'll have him send those pictures to us.
Absolutely.
So we can actually put that into one of our slides or something. So
and what I'm reminded of here yet again is how important circumstances determine how you position yourself in the acquisition phase of purchasing. So these people have inherited the mobile home. It's a high priced area, not only for lot rent, but in terms of actually selling the mobile home. And so those are signs that should go off for people when you know how to work a lead, how to ask the right questions, how to determine those circumstances. It should radically alter your positioning when it comes to making an offer.
Absolutely. We studied that zip code. We have a site. In fact, the site is called ZipWho. ZipWho.com, and that it'll give you the demographics and rankings of every zip code in the country. It'll tell you things like what's the median income, what's the where do they rank in terms of economically to the rest of the country. It's really valuable information about so you can make some determinations on areas that you've never dealt with. Been into to find out what is the market there, what's the average income, kind of gives us guidance on how much should we be paying for a home in a kind of an unknown territory.
Sure. So, and the other aspect there is the suggested purchasing price tools. That if you're a rookie in this and you don't have time to go to ZipWho and you don't have time to do some of this other stuff, when you buy the course, one of the perks that you get that's very unique in this industry currently is that you could go and you could put in it's a 14 by 66, it's 3 bedrooms, it's 2 baths, and you can get, based on the algorithm that's been created by Easy Homes over the course of years of purchasing, you'll know right away what would they suggest purchasing that home for. It's specifically in areas where you guys are purchasing, all the time. So those are just some perks. But circumstances are critical to understanding what's the motivation of the buyer. If you have somebody that says, I've been living in this home, I'm still living here, I'm thinking about moving, that's going to be somebody different than the person who says, my mother passed away, this is her home, it's $1,000 a month lot rent, and we really want to get rid of it, So
Yep.
those are things that are important.
There's two different ways to look at a deal. Is one, there's really two parts to it. There's what is the structure like? Is it a single wide, a double wide? Is it a late model? Is it an earlier model? What's the physical condition of the home? And then the other part of that deal is what's the situational aspects of the deal?
Yep.
Are the sellers already moved out? Have they already bought their next home? Are they now saddled with a new mortgage payment and $1,000 a month lot rent?
Right.
And so their motivation to sell is way different than somebody who's thinking about buying a new home, and they haven't even started shopping for their home yet, their new home.
Sure,
So
absolutely.
Two different, completely different mindsets there.
Yep. And so you don't want to miss out on those opportunities. So if you're going in and you have no training or you haven't signed up specifically for Easy Homes University and you're out there and you're looking at Craigslist or you're looking, and there are people that are still doing that, or you're looking at Facebook Marketplace and you see a home that fits kind of your budgetary restrictions, you need to figure out how to draw out of those individuals the circumstances that specific home is, because that'll motivate you in one direction. Either way, you should pursue it if it's a good deal, but you'll know where they stand in terms of how you can market that whole ordeal. So
yeah, and it's helpful to really get to know that seller a little bit, to find out what they do for a living, what their hobbies are, and create a relationship. And a rapport.
Each home has a story. Each individual is in a unique circumstance that when it comes to wholesale buying, you're in a unique position to help them in ways that are unavailable to them through the traditional model. So it's important to understand where your offer sits among their other options as well.
Right.
That's good. Okay, let's look at one more here. So we have, all right, this one looks a little older. It's 118 Mark Street. And
this is a pretty good story too. This is one that I worked on. Now this one is down in Louisiana in the New Orleans area.
Yeah.
So the story on this was on a piece of private property in a little town called, if you look there, you'll see this, the city name is Des Allemands, Louisiana.
Sure.
I think that's a French name, of course. And the young lady who was selling it, she kind of inherited this home too. This home was put on this spot right after Katrina went through New Orleans back in 2005, and everything was just wiped out in that part of town by Katrina. There had never been a home there, but this was set up quickly as a quick way to get them housing as fast as possible. Now, Gary, in fact, I got to do some mathematics with you later on, because this came from a postcard.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Because we got a little deal with you on the postcards.
Hey, that's good to hear.
Right. So this is one of those. But anyway, this came from a postcard that we mailed out in probably early June.
Yeah.
So about a month ago, and she got the postcard. She called us. Her reason for selling was she needed to get this off that property because she was buying a brand new double wide to put in its place.
Wow.
And this was in the way.
Wow.
And so I had kind of a captured audience on this one. She wasn't putting it on Facebook Marketplace and things like that. So we had a captive audience. She wasn't talking to anybody else. And she sold that home to me after I saw the photos and everything. If you look through the photos, you'll see it's got a real nice interior. Now it's got a look to it that's maybe you can't even get into the photos. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't think I can.
I don't think you can once it's sold there, but the inside looks really beautiful. Now this is kind of what the style of homes look like in the South. There are a lot of what we call metal metals. This home up in Michigan, is not as appealing because it kind of looks more like a trailer, although this is a mid-90s home. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath. I put that on when I bought it from her. I she had to go get the title cleaned up, which she did. I put it on Facebook. Once I had the title in my hands, she mailed it up to me. I gave her $750 down, and then I paid her the final $750 once the home was moved. But I ended up selling that. To make a long story a little shorter, we sold it for $8,600.
Yeah.
On a quick turnover.
Yeah.
So we made about $7,000 or so on it. I've got to still have to pay John because he's one of our Louisiana partners. Yeah. But I put it on a Facebook Marketplace, and I probably had 3,000 views on that home.
Wow.
And I had countless people go look at it. But the main thing was they had to be able to pay cash, no payments, and they had to be able to move it within about a week and a half, 10 days. And I finally found that buyer that could do that for me.
Wow.
Because I didn't want the seller to have any issues.
Yeah.
Because her new home had already been ordered. It was going to be delivered. I think it's going to be delivered this week or next week. So
wow.
I had to make sure. But we got a full asking price on it.
How long did it take you to find that buyer?
Probably about 2 weeks in total.
Okay.
Yeah. And I had a lot of people go look at it, and they wanted to, but they wanted a month before they could move it, or they wanted, they needed 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I said it just won't work. I could have sold that home probably 20 times,
right?
If it could sit there for a while,
right?
But I just didn't have that luxury of time. So it was a long distance deal. Now John Lacaze is one of he lives up in the Shreveport area. He went down and did the initial photos for me, and measured it up and inspected it.
He's one of the EZU partners.
He's one of our
right?
EZU partners, absolutely. Yep. So he participated. He'll get a commission from that home, and we're working on that formula for what he did. So I did all the selling, but anyway, it was a team effort. She kept sending me new pictures every time she cleaned out a room. Every time I had to have her take down the awning, the deck. There were shrubs all around this home in order to get it moved. So she had to do a lot of work herself to get it ready to go.
Yeah, it looks like it. Boy, oh boy.
But to make a quick, $7,000 is a nice, really a nice outcome on a long distance deal that we got through a postcard campaign, and we love it. So I don't know what else to say about it other than
there's a couple of things that I'm reminded of there. First is that there are different methods that if you're into mobile home investing, you're watching this channel and maybe you've purchased courses from other people or you're thinking about buying this one, there's some things that are unique in terms of they're able to actually, Easy Homes has different methods incorporated into the business since it's been around for 10 plus years, longer than most of the people that are out there that are selling courses. And so they know how to actually get leads. That's part of the hurdle once you buy a course is, okay, I love this idea, but as you just heard, one of the main and only methods most people are using is they're going to Facebook Marketplace. And here's the problem you're going to encounter. One is you're going to be competing against that, just like on this one. Dan put it up and he had 20 offers and thousands of views within days. And so these people are being inundated. Once you put anything up on Facebook, it's a fury of people trying to get in there and make offers. So you're going to compete against all those other people. The other problem that you're going to encounter is once you do get a deal, now how do you sell it? Who are the buyers? Who are the people out there that are buying the product? And so you're going to, or buying the mobile home here, you're going to run across that issue as well. So Easy Homes is positioned in a way to address both sides of those, which makes it really unique. But I think it's important to keep in mind that there are different methods to get leads in general. So postcards, the traditional models that people have thrown to the side are still readily available to get leads. Facebook Marketplace, obviously, SEO, ads. There's just a myriad of different ways that we can assist you in setting up and making sure that you're winning in that method. And
absolutely.
And I think in addition to that is it's not only the circumstances of the seller, it's looking for the circumstances of the right buyer in light of the seller's circumstances. So
Exactly.
you were able to filter all that out.
Yep. I mean, I had to rely on the seller in this particular example to help show the home for me.
Right.
And ironically, that can be a tricky thing to navigate.
Sure.
Because you're trying not to share, what I paid for the home, and you don't want the seller to kind of really know what I'm trying to sell it for to the buyers. Although I can't prevent that information from going across the table. But it's ironically, we sold the home to a classmate of hers back in high school. They didn't even know, they realized they knew each other when she went there the second time on the second visit, because they've been out of school for 10 or 20 years or whatever, and it was a small world, I guess. So
wow, that is, yeah.
But both of them, by the way, Gary, are going to come on and they're going to let me do a taping of their experience working with Easy Homes. So
oh, great, yeah. That's
both the seller and the buyer.
wow.
Not at the same time necessarily, although I could do it at the same time.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah, sure would be. Yeah.
So that's in the works this week to get that done, so I can get that over to you.
Well, and I think I don't want to skip over this. Again, we were able to, specifically in this one in Louisiana, leverage one of our students, one of the partners who have signed up for Easy Homes University, that was able to be involved in this process where they didn't have to go find the lead, they didn't have to go find the buyer, but they were able to be a part of this process and make money without having to do either one of those things. Those things are not available in other courses. So it's
not at all.
Yep.
Yeah, we actually teamed up and presented this opportunity to our partner in Louisiana, and this is his second deal that he's completed. He's been to 3 or 4 homes. They don't always pan out where we end up buying the home, but
sure.
So he's loving it. Right now he's a teacher who's not really on furlough, but they're on summer break, and but he had all that pandemic time working from home to be able to participate in this business as a partner.
Wow, that's exciting. That's exciting. So, well, great. So I think that's our June highlight. We'll just park on 2. I mean, we were able to really spend some time going over those ones, and that just goes to show you the deals are out there, the opportunities are out there. Again, if you're nervous for any part of that transition of going from, I haven't been involved in investing in mobile homes, I haven't, I'm afraid to call people, I'm afraid to work the leads. There's a lot of workarounds. That shouldn't be anything that deters you. So if you're serious about needing an extra income, wanting something with higher margins where you're not going to have to be involved in, a 5 to 6 month transaction with traditional stick-built homes, or even 3 months. Our average flip time is 5 weeks, I think it is, right?
Yeah, it's about 38, 39 days, something like that.
Yeah. So I encourage you. Now we've stopped all other pricing models. The only way to get involved at this point, just because we're trying to hire the caliber of students, and the ones that are paying the full amount, it's a $1,500 one-time payment. If you want the CRM, you get the CRM that gives you the suggested purchase price for a whole year. That comes with that. And if you want to renew after a year, we have some opportunities there as well. But you get all the modules, you get all the training, you get into the Facebook group, you get the daily Q&As, and we'll also be doing some Facebook Lives too to answer any questions people have. You have a customer success agent, which is me or somebody else, that will make sure that we're walking with you. If you have any questions when you log into Easy Homes University, our modules, there's a little blurb over on the side that goes directly to my phone. And if you're having any problems, I can answer those or walk you through whatever that is, or get you to the right person. There's different ways to partner. You can do a mailer. We can help you out with doing some mailing and help you get leads, do some AdWords campaigns, or a host of different other things. So there is a ton available for you, but there is only one pricing option right now, and that's $14.97. So if you want in before it goes up, now's the time to jump in. So Anything you want to add?
Oh, I think one of the favorite things that our partners enjoy the most are the daily Monday through Friday webinars, Zoom webinars. They start at 10 a.m. Eastern time. And, I was on one this morning as I was driving here to Pennsylvania from Michigan. And we were going over 3 or 4 or 5 different deals. And so it's really informative. A lot of our partners get on and they present homes that they're considering pursuing. And they, of course, they want to run them by us. And we're showing them how to plug them into the CRM to find out that suggested purchase price as a guideline. And they're just a lot of fun. We have fun. We talk about cooking recipes, from time to time.
Well, that new Traeger, right?
Yeah, the new Traeger.
Yeah.
The what's the latest grilling that somebody did, and how did it turn out? So we don't. It's not all just boring.
Yeah. You don't get grilling advice on other mobile home investing courses.
Oh no, not like ours. They're all probably using toasters.
We may have to have a showdown with one. We'll pick 1 or 2 of them and see who can grill the best.
There you go.
Yeah, that's unheard of. Daily Q&A. So what that is basically people are every day showing up 10 a.m. Eastern, and they're able to jump in. They're able to watch Easy Homes work the leads that they have, some of the questions the team asks internally. You're able to just have a seat there and watch. You're able to interject if anything comes up that you're not unsure of, and then ask questions as well if you have them. That's Monday through Friday.
It's completely unscripted, where our intent is to really just look at our own deals that we're working on, look at deals that other folks are considering pursuing. We give them, we triage their deals with them, give them thumbs up or thumbs down, to pursue or not pursue. And so it's extremely informative. And we go through. So you're actually looking at homes with us, photos of homes. We go into the nitty gritty. We talk about agreements and language in our purchase agreements and sales agreements, how to navigate with the park management, and talk to those, and how to create relationships with park managers so that you can get more deals. We cover everything from A to Z.
Yep, documents that you need, contracts that you need, all of those things. Not to mention opportunities for leads and buyers.
Absolutely.
Visiting the homes and being an active participant in the leads that they're working. So
and leads are coming in during the webinars, and we'll pop them up and start looking at. We'll even make a live call to a lead right there during the webinar if we get a fresh one that looks like it's something we should be chasing after right now. We don't want to wait till the webinar's over. We'll just pick up the phone call right then and there.
Yeah. So again, this is not something that's going to last at $14.97. We continue to drill down the pricing as we see. We seek out people that are serious. They're looking to invest. They're looking to do this, and any fears that you might have are completely taken care of in those Q&As. Also, as you go through the course modules, any additional questions that you have, we're always available to answer any of those in the Facebook group. So this is really a unique opportunity for you. So if you've got the slightest inclination to get involved in this market, I encourage you to jump in, and we're ready for more students as the summer rolls on and leads continue to increase. And so we hope to see you all on our next episode, and thank you for watching. So take care, Dan. It's good seeing you.
Yeah, you too, Gary.
All right, you guys take care.